it's Naomi here. We are doing weigh-in Wednesday on Thursday because Wednesday was too crazy and I just couldn't get it done. So I finally have some good news for you guys. I stayed on track this week and I actually did really well. Was it Deborah? Who was it? I can't remember now. But they were telling me that they had the Fitbit where you're supposed to get 10,000 steps in a day and it helps keep track of it for you. So I got one that's really close to it. It's by Garmin. It's called the Vivo Fit. And I've been really liking it this week. It basically gives you a goal each day of, how many steps you're supposed to take. I think yesterday my goal was up to like 5,000 steps, but I did close to 11,000 steps. So I like it. The other thing that I really like about this one, and I think it's with all of them, is it also keeps track of your sleep. And my sleep is so wonky. Like, I look like I'm doing backflips in my sleep. So maybe that's the reason why I'm gaining weight too. Maybe that's a reason for my weight. Okay, so that's the good news for the week. I did really good with my diet, stayed exercising. I did lose the 2 pounds that I put on, so I'm back to even again, but that's okay. I'm at least not going up, I'm going down. Okay, so yesterday I didn't end up doing my video because I was at the dermatologist all day and they were checking out my body and they did find some cancers on my skin, which I can't say that I'm 100% surprised because it's pretty amazing. They say that stuff that you do to your skin doesn't show up for 20 years, and I feel like it's exactly on the mark. And I say that because I started noticing like dark spots kind of showing up on my chest. Even though I don't tan my chest, I wear a hat, so this area really doesn't get tan. Plus I wear SPF 50 all over the place. Or SPF 30 sometimes on my arms and legs, but nothing under 30 on my body. 50 always on my face. But when I was 16, I was doing sports and everything, and it was all about going to the tanning beds and getting as dark as possible. I grew up around the beach. We never used any sunblock or anything. So it's honestly takes about 20 years and you start seeing it. It was like seriously overnight I started seeing all these changes. So in 2 weeks I've got to get some stuff cut out of me, and it's not going to be fun. I saw a friend of mine that's done it and she looks like there's bullet holes all over her, so I'm not really looking forward to that, but I guess it's just something I need to deal with. It's good that I caught it now so that it doesn't turn into the M word. I did have a good friend of mine that did pass away from melanoma, and she was 26 when she found out and she died at 30. And that's way too young for skin cancer. You just don't expect it. You think, I'm going to be alive for a very long time, and she was taken way too soon. So I do take it seriously. I'm glad that they're catching it now. Since it sounds like it's pretty much in that area, at least it's going to get removed. And then we go forth. And then I had to do my annual pap smear, which is super fun. Why did they give you this tiny little paper and they're like, okay, now get undressed and then put on this little thing, and you're like, and it's freezing. It feels like 20 below in there. It's just not fun doing that. So I had to do that this week, and then I also went to my pulmonologist to go over my breathing and stuff like that, and that's never good. I'm always afraid to go into their office because I had so many bad incidences lately. I had to do a bunch more testing and stuff, and they're seeing more stuff on my lungs, which scares me. It's just, it's a scary feeling, especially when you're a mom, because you just don't want any bad news, and every time it gets a little worse, it feels like it's stealing your life away sooner than it should be. And the problem is they can't really tell you, how long you have, or how long before it gets worse, or how long before you're going to need a lung transplant, and all of those things. So, I'm hoping I'll be 140, but it is scary, the unknown, especially when you have a child, because you're their mom and you want to be there forever. So that's just been kind of playing in the back of my head a little bit. So you'd think I would be super skinny because of all these little stresses this week, but maybe that's why I was able to stay on track too, because I don't know, there's just been a lot of different things put on my plate and outside of health and stuff too, and it's just a lot. And when you're stressed out, I don't know, what do you guys do? Do you stress eat or do you not eat when you're really stressed? For me, it's like both. One point I'll be eating everything in the refrigerator because I need my hands busy and stuff and my mind busy. And then the next minute I could be starving for 2 days. So, I don't know. I've been stressed, but I have been doing fairly well with, keeping as much of an effort of a normal lifestyle as possible. And I have been staying on my diet, which is really good for me because, I do the wrong things when I'm really stressed out. And like I said, it's not just about health issues, it's just about a lot of life in general things. And, those kind of things affect us all. But anyway, that's what's going on this week. At least I can say is, yay, I stayed on track. Did I talk about this? So this is the Vivo Fit. It's pretty cool. So it actually keeps track of your sleeping. It keeps track of everything. I actually did not pay for this. We have a patient of ours who's a golf pro, and he gets things at cost, and so he actually gave it to me as a gift, which was really sweet of him, and so I was excited, and it's been pretty cool to have it on and see it all. This is the Vivo Fit, and they're kind of expensive. The box had $160. I don't know what he paid for it, and I think they're going for like $130 on Amazon if I remember correctly, so not the cheapest thing, but it is cool, so I can keep track of my movements and making sure that I am staying active, and also keep track of it, because sometimes you might feel like you did a lot in a day, but maybe you really didn't. And this just keeps track of it. It gives you goals each day of how many steps you should take, and then it tells you how many steps you've taken. Since today I was at the doctor's all day, my steps are pretty low, but let's see. So I've taken 2,260. But that's, like I said, because I've been in the doctor's all morning long. But my goal is, that can't be right, 2,860. Maybe it came down because they're all like, this loser isn't doing anything today. But even at that amount of steps, 2,000, I've already done a mile. So it'll actually show you how many miles you did each day. I mean, it's just walking around and stuff, but it's good to see, because if you're sitting around watching TV a lot and stuff, you're not getting steps in. So it kind of keeps you, like yesterday I was really wanting to make sure I got to the 10, so like when my food was heating up in the microwave, I was actually walking around the living room to the kitchen, the living room to the kitchen, so I could get more steps in while my food was cooking. So, it's a good way to stay accountable. I need everything possible to stay accountable because I'm the worst. I cannot stay accountable for myself. So anyway, how are you guys doing? Are you guys doing well? I know most of you were doing really great last week when I read the posts, which is always excited. I'm so, glad. And I also had a few people that said, I can do it, and gave me some well wishes there, and I really do appreciate it. I'm happy to say that I have good reports this week. I stayed strong, and I didn't cheat at all, and I stayed completely on track, and that's a step in the right direction for me. I'm very happy with that. And even today I ate before I left, which I probably shouldn't have because I needed to go get some blood work and stuff done, but I wanted to make sure I stayed on track and didn't get too over hungry, so I'm going to do my blood work tomorrow. But anyway, I hope you guys are all doing well. What's your favorite workout right now? What are you guys doing? Or, what are you doing to try to stay active and keep on track? Even if it's nothing, you can be honest. I don't care. I'm not going to judge you. I sit around a lot myself, so. But I have been staying active because I have this thing beeping at my face going, yeah, lazy butt, you haven't met your goal yet. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing well, and until next time.